Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome to a new episode on the Future's Edge server, sponsored by Aim to Game. I'm here with Dornall.
Hey, hey, hey.
And I believe Grimcore and a voice you probably never heard before, Azanaphal, is also on the server right now. I don't know if they're going to say hello or not.
Hey, YouTube.
There we go. So today, you may notice that I've got this really neat shield that has my L on there for Landstryder. Darnell has a shield. I don't think Darnell customized his. He just got that one in a dungeon, correct?
Yes, I did.
And it was the fact that there was all these cool designs coming off of the random drop shields in dungeon that made me want to look up how to do that. So I did. And it turns out it involves banners. You have to first start out with a banner, and then you can use that banner to copy your design onto your shield. So I figured I would do one real quick just to show you the process. So first of all, I've made a banner. I made a purple banner. Recipe for that is just purple wool and a stick. Need 6 of them. Dornell, could you make me, let's say, 2 more of those, because I want to copy my banner when I'm done making it, because it's going to take a bunch of ink. And depending on the logo, there's some logos and things and designs that you can make with these. It's like a trillion different combinations. So obviously I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm not even going to show you a good selection of them. I'm just going to show you how to make this one, and you can kind of figure it out. There's plenty of guides out there, and a website that allows you to design them without having to spend your resources, and then you know what to use, what to collect in game to make the design you want. So let's get to that. I've collected up a bunch of ink. So really, my design here is only a purple background with a bunch of black designs on it. And if we look at the top of it, we can see that it's what is on there and in the layers that they are on there in, because that makes a difference. Layering does make a difference on how your end result turns out, what you're going for. So let's put this one together. So first of all, layering on mine is not critical because of the way I am doing it. So I can start by putting that up in there. That's going to cut out, that's going to put some black blob up in the corner. So then I need to cover up a good portion of the bottom with black. So there we go. That's going to do that. It covers the bottom, entire half of the bottom. There's also a bottom, like, quarter or third recipe. But we want to also put a line through the middle, right through the center. So that brings that half up just a hair. It's barely noticeable, but trust me, it's necessary. We also need to put a border all the way around it. And then finally, to get that other thing there, we need to just put a stripe down that way. And we end up with our L for Landstryder. And we can put that places around. And actually, when as the banner, you can see that, like, okay, so like if you look at my shield compared to the banner, let's go around to the front here. That makes it easier. If you look at my shield compared to the banner, my shield, you can kind of see the pattern of the wood under certain areas of the black. That is because it doesn't entirely, it takes a couple layers to get that really solid black. So if you wanted a perfectly black shield, you would need to use possibly start out with the black banner and maybe even put a couple layers of black on it and on top of it to really get that dark black. So but you can see that on the banner, since it's a nice white start back, or a nice solid color background, there's no texture or anything to it. All those overlap to form a perfect L there. So do you got a couple for me ready, or at least one ready for me to go?
I can have one ready for you. I'm not quite ready for the
just
second
want to
one.
show how easy it is to copy it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that when you use the banner on the shield, it consumes the banner. When you copy the banner, it does not. So that's why I want to copy this banner real quick before I use it once. Thank you. So you just put it in there with a blank banner. They have to be the same color. Because I started with a purple banner, I have to use a purple banner. But now it'll copy all of that onto my new banner. Now I have a copy of that, so I can use this one. In fact, I'm going to let you use this one, my friend, so that you can have our team logo. Or I would if I would turn my magnet off. Or put my magnet in my inventory. There we go. Oh, thank you. That's even better, because then we can also make one to hang outside on the house. So we could do something like that. Yeah, there we go. Well, Landstryder, and we'll put one here.
What do? Use the forge to put it on the shield?
No, actually, you just combine it in your crafting grid. Just
Landstryder, you're back. I missed you.
Just like I was copying it, just like you saw a moment ago when I copied it. Except that it's going to consume the banner when you add it to the shield. It's also going to remove any damage that the shield might have had. That's kind of nice. I liked that part of it.
It's not working for me.
Oh, well, maybe it's because you have a shield that's already been dyed, and you might need to use a fresh shield. I had a fresh shield that had never been dyed, so I don't know if there. And the way that you would remove the dye from those is you would use a cauldron with water in it, and you can rinse off one of the layers at a time, just the same way that you added the layers to that. So there's all we need to know about banners. So let's get on with the project chest we got today. Dornell's probably going to make himself a brand new shield, I'm guessing, so that he can add that logo to it. And we're going to take a look at our project chest and see what we got going. We got a bunch of stuff ready for us to craft. So let's address a few things first as far as our questing goes before I forget. Because if we look under storage, we kind of skipped some things, and we need to go back and pick those up, because one of the things I haven't done yet, and I think I can in the future update, but it has not been done yet, is that if you don't wait until the quest is available to you, basically meaning that it is red, you will not get credit for anything you do towards that quest. So we've crafted capacitors. We've crafted a lot of capacitors, but we've got no credit for this capacitor quest down here because we have not crafted power conduit first. So somewhere I might have some. No, I probably don't. But it's really easy to make. Is to just take no, not. Oh, and I should point out that I rearranged all this. I rearranged machines here. Change the way the power conduit connects. Everything's back here now. We're going to address this ugliness here in a little bit, very shortly here. But first of all, we're going to... What? Oh, yeah. Conduit. I forgot what I was doing for a second there. Conduit, which I need 3 pieces of redstone, 3 pieces of iron, and a bunch of conduit binder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I have to turn this into what is it called? Conductive iron first, which I don't think we have a drawer for, so it should stay in this machine. No, it did not. Do we have a drawer for it? It certainly went somewhere. No, okay, no, it's sitting in there because... Alright, so yeah, that's something I wanted to point out. So because I have all these drawers locked, even though some of these drawers are empty, this conduit cannot... There's a conduit connected to the bottom here, and I should probably just go ahead and break this out so we can go ahead and look down here. The conduit comes under here, goes into this slave like it did before. This just basically extracts, because it can only go into into the drawer system, and if there is no drawer for it to fit into, it won't extract from there. It can't.
Which we do need to set up a drawer for it.
Probably should set up a drawer for conductive iron, which I have actually. It's these drawers right here for alloys. But so there we go. So now if I make conductive iron, it'll go into this drawer in the future. But I just need to make a bit of the most basic tier 1 electrical conduit, like so. And that will complete my quest in here under storage. Yes? No, I've actually got to turn it in. And I do remember why I did that. Because it is possible to select energy conduit as a reward in another quest. So it's possible to complete this quest with a reward from another quest. And I'm actually going to select this conduit facade because that stuff's expensive. That stuff's expensive, and I don't need these. I don't really need the tier 1 conduit claim. Done. In fact, I've actually made the tier 1 conduit. You can see I made it up there. I had some tier 1 conduit. I could have turned in. Huh. That's funny. Well, we got more now. We got plenty of it. Next quest is the capacitor. I think now that it's open, we're going to have to make a new capacitor. Storage. And then we can also go ahead and make our tier 2 conduit. We definitely do not have any tier 2 conduit, but we do have the materials for it, which is 3 energetic alloys and 6 conduit binder. We can go ahead and do these. There we go. Enhanced energy conduit, which will carry considerable more energy there. And then someone's trying to sleep, so we're going to help him. I turn these beds around. Let's see if this keeps me from sticking my head in the wall whenever I wake up.
Hi, honey.
It did. Oh, there we go. So you put your pillow at the foot of your bed, and you won't have a problem. I guess. So that's the new trick. Excellent, excellent. So moving right along on the quest line here, storage wise, that completes this one. We can go ahead and claim some, I don't know, is conduit binder good or the glowstone good idea?
Take the glow. Yeah, I took the binders because we had extra.
Okay, so I take the glowstone. It's fine. And then to do the final one, we're going to have to actually make some of the vibrant alloy, which is going to require some ender pearls.
I got the pearls.
Well, I'm just going to make... Well, actually, yeah. You got the pearls? 3?
Yep. In the furnace already.
1, 2, 3. Now, there's... we need ender pearls for a lot of things. So earlier, at the beginning of the episode, you seen that we went down in the dungeon, did a bunch of fighting and stuff, and finally got an Enderman spawner. That's so. In the future, we're gonna set up an Enderman farm, so we have lots more Ender pearls because we need a lot of Ender pearls for things. We're okay for right now. We've actually got a few from actually going through the dungeon and trying to find the Enderman, because other things do drop Ender pearls, so they're not the only thing that you get them from, but it is possible to find an Enderman spawner down in there, and that's probably the easiest thing to set up as a farm to get them. Now, next along.
You were going to make the vibrant?
Oh, yeah, thank you. And this will get us one more quest completed here in a second. And at this point, I'm just going to throw those there. We should also go ahead and make ourselves a couple top tier capacitors, just to, I would like to compare the top tier capacitors to these 2 ones that we got out of the that I got out of that pyramid a while back. See if they would actually be better.
I took the ender pearls out of that quest report.
Okay. The ender pearl. I guess we do need ender pearls. So that was our top tier energy conduit. But that completes all that. Now the other thing I needed to go back and do is the tier 1 pressure pipe, because I never did that either. So somewhere over here, do we have quite clear glass? No, it's just regular glass. Now the funny thing about this is going to go... I know you got to put it in there. Now, is it going to OR dictionary in? It did. See, it OR dictionary did back into the drawer system, straight back in as glass. So to get that to come out, I've got to either take it out of the machine really fast, or I've got to shut it off for a second. Or I need to switch the glass that's in the system to quite clear glass, because There we go. I got it. I yanked it out of there. So now that I got some quite clear glass, I can take 6 of these, and I don't even want to make a drawer for these because I think what I'm going to do after I create these is I'm just going to toss them because I don't need them. Quests, storage. There we go. That completes that one. Now I can make some pressurized fluid conduits, which I'm going to take the conduit binder here because I've got plenty of blocks of quartz. So we got tons of quartz from blocks of quartz from going through the dungeons down in there. Yeah, we need a chest that says free stuff that we could put outside the village.
You want me to put the capacitor together, or you want it?
No, go ahead. I've shown capacitors and like, do we get a capacitor? Where did we get a capacitor block from?
That's what I had to make.
You had to make that?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So we can add that to our capacitor bank up here. And the nice thing about this stuff is it's multi-block, so it doesn't even matter what side we put it on. We can just do that, and it'll just add to our. Of course, it reset our thing here, so. But now we can go up to 4,000 input-output ratio. It's definitely not doing that because we're not generating anywhere near that power. Plus the conduits that we're using and the wires that we're using to move the power around can't reach that. Now I don't know what there is a bug or something that sometimes this resets. So we've had to turn that on several times. Even when we chunk load the area, it does not seem to make a difference. Occasionally it just randomly likes to reset and not take in power and export power. So
okay,
just be aware.
I'm just throwing it out there to you that we have to make a capacitor bank for the next tier up instead of the actual capacitors themselves. Yep.
All right. Well, there's a mistake. That's supposed to be a tier 2 capacitor bank. Which
it is.
Is it?
Yes.
It's supposed to. Oh, capacitor bank. And basic capacitor bank.
Right, and then a vibrant capacitor bank. But they're not the actual capacitors.
No, they're not supposed to be.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were doing.
Oh, okay. No, there's no mistake here. There's no mistake here. The icon for them is the capacitor, but the quest is for the storage, the capacitor bank. So that one should be basic capacitor bank, and then vibrant capacitor bank is what's going to come next. Yeah, no, that is correct. You had me scared there for a minute. Thought I made a mistake. No, that is absolutely correct. The way I wanted it anyway. So yeah, I think that wraps up that little back thing. Oh, the other thing that I needed to do under storage is we'll go ahead and do the pressure pipes because we've actually made pressure pipes, and I think I might need a pressure pipe or two here. Am I still missing a connection up here? Yes, I am. So I need to connect my squeezer, down to this fabricator. Did that finally work? Oh, that's nice. I didn't even know that worked. I added a code to change the carpenter's name to fabricator, and it didn't work in past patches, but it looks like it's been updated. Sweet. So that works now. It's now called fabricator, like it was in Post Venom. So I just need to make some. Where is it here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3 of these right here. These, of course, being fused quartz made by putting quartz into the smelter. And this will make me the pressurized fluid conduit, which allows for the fluid to flow uphill and move fast and be pulled in and out faster, moved faster. So that's going to go there and there, which connected, and it did not connect down here because this piece of conduit right here is actually filled with water. You can't tell right now, I can't see it, but trust me, that conduit is filled with water from a reservoir down there, and that's keeping that fabricator full. So now we can come up here and tell, whoops, I want there we go. Say extract always active. There we go. and then it should automatically go into this one, keeping seed oil. So when I put seeds in the squeezer, it'll squeeze it out and put it in there. Seed oil. All right. Now I think what I want to do is I do have all this other cool stuff set up here, but we're gonna hold that off till like the very next episode. We're gonna wrap this one up by making a painting machine, which is gonna allow us to pretty up all this ugly conduit that we now have all over the place. It's actually not that ugly to me, but some people may find it ugly. I just want to, and I do like to have nice flat walls around. So I've got this slot right here that I need to fill with another machine, and that machine is going to be the painting machine. So not a quest for this yet. There is. Do expect one in the future, though. And of course, I believe what I'm going to be doing with any more quests that I add in the future are mostly going to be detection quests, so that people that are playing can just pick their item up that they've already crafted and be able to complete those quests. So that should be getting some power. Yes, it is. Power coming in from our power system.
If you could do me a favor before we wrap this one up, the top row of the bottom chest is all just stuff that we didn't need to craft, but we needed to craft to finish the quest.
What? Oh, the top row of the bottom. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we can wrap up a few quests here. We need to craft the Yeta wrench?
That was for you, for your blocks.
Oh, I actually made a Yeta wrench, so.
I did not know you made that. I put that together for you.
Thank you. Well, we'll put it together and you'll have one too then. Yeah, well, I'll explain the painting machine in a second. Let's wrap these quests up real quick, since we've been kindly asked. Which is these ones back up here under beginning once more. No, we did actually do the presser. I don't remember if I recorded that particular presser, but we're gonna take the sticky pistons because we'll need those for other things later on. Claim that. We'll wrap that quest up. That almost completes everything in beginning once more. The only thing we have to do is turn in some fish. Which is, I think we need a raw salmon. I think we got the clownfish. Oh, no, we don't have the clownfish. We have pufferfish. We gotta go catch a clownfish. Tech tree is where we've got ones that we need to complete, right? Yes, that's the ones. Yep. So to wrap these up, we're gonna do light machinery, which is make a light machinery. What? Oh, light engineering block. There we go. It's called light engineering block. Which we're going to need to make those bronze gears for. No, we got the bronze gears. We have everything for that. So we'll make the light engineering block. The other thing that we're going to want to make is a Stirling generator. The Stirling generator is a nice way to turn any burnable fuel directly into power. It's TIR, if I can spell today, Stirling generator. We have all the stuff for that. Yep, there we go. Stirling generator. That's 2 quests done. And the other materials that we have in our inventory are for a Yeta wrench, which is definitely something you would want to have when you're going to start working with conduits and Ender IO and stuff like that. So there's your light engineering block. You can put that away. We'll use that to build something later, I'm sure. Well, let's go ahead and turn those quests in real quick. Light machinery, we can select... I guess I'm just going to take the steel at this point because we can always use a little bit more steel. For the Stirling generator, I will select... There's where you can select the energy conduit to complete the other quest. So there we've come full circle, I guess, on that. But I'm actually going to take the coal coke because that's 16 pieces of steel that we can make with. And I kind of like the idea of that. And then, let's see, do we have, yeah, I think we're going to save the rest of this for another episode because where this one's going to be about enough. There's your tried to give it to you. There's your wrench. There's a wrench for you. And now let's get back and finish talking about our stuff here. Although this Stirling generator could go somewhere. I think I would want it maybe like up here. Yeah, we could just put it there. And then we have a ton of wood, but here's some charcoal. So we can throw some charcoal in there, and that will produce us at 20 RF a tick. Now, if we go ahead and take I don't have one in there. Do you? Can you throw together double layer? If you put a double layer in there, it'll generate 40 RF a tick, and burn rate will go up as well. So.
Yep.
And I need a piece of this right here. This kind of because this is what our walls are. Actually, I think no. I need a log. I need a spruce log, in fact. So if I grab a spruce log, I want to paint these conduit facades spruce log, so that once I install them, you will not be able to tell that the conduit there, what you see is a spruce log. So over here, we need a spruce log right there. That works perfectly. Now, doing the log facade is a little, if it's not a vertical log, it won't really work out for you. So there is that when you're doing certain textures on facades. Although I think you might be able to rotate them. I'm not sure. Texture-wise. But that should be enough to cover up all of these. Yeah, there we go. Just like so. And on this side, what do I got going? Yeah, I need one more right here. And there we go. Can no longer see all those conduits connecting everything. And if I put my couple pieces of spruce floor back, we will have a very well hidden, well connected thing here. All working out. Other than the little bit of ugliness in the ceiling, which I could probably disguise as well. But it's not that big of a deal. It's above our heads, so. And then finally, this is some more of the loot that we got from that dungeon. You see, we got a ton of stuff there. We got ourselves gas tiers, lots of zombie heads, bunches of enchanted books, plenty of broken spawners, because at some point we just decided, heck with all these mobs and trying to light things up, we're just going to start breaking spawners. And then finally we did eventually find the Enderman spawner. So we will, like I said, expect that a few episodes later. We'll put together something nice for that.
You can look at the Stirling generator now.
Can? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we put double layer capacitor in there now, and you can see that it's gone up to 40 RF a tick and burn rate at 133%. So, which isn't bad, because you're getting twice as much power for less than twice the amount of fuel. So putting the capacitor in it not only gives you a better rate of power generation, it increases the efficiency of power generation. So there we go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode as much as we have enjoyed making it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, a comment, a thumbs up, all that other fun stuff. And until next time, I will catch you later.
See y'all on the flip.